Hey guys, welcome back. So this video is about the Honda Civic Type R. I'm going to explain what happened to me, why I didn't get one, and some of the business practices of the Honda dealers. All right guys, let's keep watching. Those who maybe follow my Instagram, and also I did a post on YouTube. It was about me looking for a new daily driver. I did a poll asking about which cars. I think the Silverado Z71 was the truck. I did the BMW i3 and the Honda Civic Type R. Now leaning more towards the Honda Civic Type R. You guys voted more for the i3. That was my second choice. So I was searching around trying to find one. I did find a couple Type R's, nothing local to me, but the used prices seemed to be in the mid to low 30s. And I know the MSRP on those cars is about $38,000. Sometimes dealers are marking them up to like 40, 45,000, but I think the hype has died down enough to where if you do your homework, you should be able to attain one for MSRP. So in a different video, I'm gonna talk about why the i3 did not work out for me. But this video, I'm gonna tell you why the Civic Type R is not in my driveway. And it begins when, I do this for every car. I get pre-approved. And I do this I know if you guys have made comments on my last X5M shopping experience about the dealer should get kickback for financing at the dealership. I still like to do it. Two reasons. One, I want to see what my interest rate is. What is my best interest rate I can get through my bank? And second of all, just make sure, especially with having already a car loan, I want to make sure that I can get approved for another car loan. I don't want to go in there and they tell me, oh, it looks like your debt to income ratio is this, the house and everything. So I want to make sure that all my ducks are in a row before you walk into a dealership. So this is what happened. I found one online on cars.com. It was one in Oakland. It was the new color for 2021. It was the Boost Blue Pearl. Now guys, blue's my favorite color. I have the blue M3. I would have got the Long Beach Blue X5M if it wasn't for, just trying to find one of my specifications. But I really like that Boost Blue Pearl, at least in the pictures. And I was trying to see one in person. Well, like I said, Oakland had one in person. I thought I'd drive over there. I was on call for work, and I thought, you know what, I have time to swing by and take a look at it, maybe do a test drive, make sure that the Type R is the right car for me, because I've also been there where I bought cars even through just a 5-minute test drive and get the car home and realize, why did I buy this thing? So last thing I want is buyer's remorse. I went through to the dealership. I parked, and in Oakland is all downtown parking. There isn't anything where you can park like at the dealership. You had to park on the curb, pay the meter. And I walked into the dealership, and I was hoping that the car might be in the showroom, and it wasn't there. So I walked around. A couple of guys looked at me. Sitting at the desk. Some of the sales associates kind of glanced at me and put their heads back down. No problem. I know that some places are appointment only or this, that, the other, but honestly, I didn't want to waste anyone's time. I first wanted to see the car first in person, and then if it was something else I wanted to move forward on, we could move forward. But last thing I want to do is make an appointment just to walk in to see it. Couldn't find the car. So finally I asked the sales associate, hey, do you have this car? He said, I have the stock number. He said, okay, what is the stock number? And I gave him the stock number. And then I told him what type of car it was, and he immediately put his pen down, stopped writing, and he knew exactly where this car was. He said, this car just came in off the truck. It is getting detailed right now. We're gonna park it in the showroom, but this is at a different, like across the street. We can't show customers. I said, well, I really wanted to see it. He's like, well, and maybe a test drive, and sit in it and see what it's like. He says, I can tell you right now, we aren't allowing test drives with the Type R. The Type R, you have to be pre-approved. So I'm like, all right, so I'm getting pre-approved. And in my head, I already know I'm pre-approved with my bank. I know it's not gonna be an issue. So do I fill out a credit app just to look at the car? I mean, how's this gonna work out? He says, well, it's not about filling the credit. You have to get the paperwork signed and pretty much ready to go before you can even drive the car. And I'm thinking, that's not gonna work. I've never had to do that with BMW. Even when Lexi bought her AMG, they pulled that car out of the showroom. This car had the MSRP of, I think it was around close to $90,000. They pulled that car out of the showroom. She drove it. She liked it. We bought it. I mean, it's simple as that. So I'm thinking, well, I don't know if I want to go through this process of buying a car that I haven't even seen or sat in, or even test drove. Those things are. Let's look at the car first. So he said, okay, you can come back a different day. We get the car detailed, this, that, and the other, everything else. I came and see the car. He's like, all right, I'll walk you over, but we're not supposed to allow customers here. I go to that location, and I see the car there. That color in person, I just fell in love with it. I was like, wow. But I also don't know what the car has, what features it has, So he tells me I can't sit in the car. And I'm saying, like, so now I'm getting sort of put off, because I don't want to buy something. If you tell me you don't want me to touch it or look at it, that tells me you just don't trust me. Like, I'm feeling that distrust, and I don't want to go to a dealership proving how I want to buy the car. So anyway, me and the salesman, we're kind of at this weird standoff, because he does not want me to basically sit in this car, even touch it. And I can't commit to buying something if I can't even touch, sit in. Like, so where is that? So I ended up leaving. I went to a different dealership, and of course the car is all like, roped off, and it's in there, the door's locked, and don't touch sign on it. And I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because I'm thinking, I mean, I get it. This is a Honda Civic. This car is special. This car has got it's the audience that is appealing to. They don't want someone going and ripping the gears and just tearing the car up and then saying no. But if you have a potential buyer, can I at least sit in the car? Can I at least maybe crank it up? So I don't know that much about it, and I just kind of wrote that car off. I still like it, but I don't even know, and I don't even know if I should wait for the new body style. I'm just don't even know if I should pursue it. But I was thinking that it'll be something to get rid of my current SI and upgrade to the Type R. It'll be a fun car to commute to work with. It will have the power. Me, I like horsepower, so having a Civic and it flies under the radar somewhat. But guys, that's what happened here. Disappointment. I don't understand why these things happen to me. I had a bad experience like that before at a different dealership when I was trying to buy the M3. I was actually going to buy a brand new M3. I was looking for one for my specifications. I found one close to it, and a dealer, I'm not going to name the name of the dealer, they did not want me to look at the car. It was I didn't understand. It left me a bad taste in my mouth. But right away they told me, like, oh, just so you know, before this car is $80,000. I didn't even ask them at the price. I didn't even question the price. But they threw the price out there in a way to almost to see if I could afford it. And to me, that was, if the car's my specifications, I will make it happen. I will see what I can do. And I'm not going to waste any much time by trying to get a car that I can't afford. I wish that there was a better way to where people can experience these cars. Maybe they have a demo or something, or demonstrator where we can experience it, and you can have one reserved for people who want to buy. I don't know. Either way, I didn't buy it, and I researched on the forums, and it turns out that apparently there's a lot of people out there who have bought them without even test driving it, and they said they've liked it. But for me, I want to make sure I like it. It is, I mean, $30,000 is a lot of money to realize you get something and change your mind that you made a bad mistake, have buyer's remorse. If you guys have had experiences like that, let me know. Tell me in the comments. And like I said, I didn't go toot my horn saying that I was pre-approved, doing like that, but I was still thinking to myself, like, why is this a thing? But let me know in the comments your experiences, guys. Thanks for watching. If you guys have a Type R and you're local and you want me to, maybe I can test drive it just to see what it feels like, leave me a comment. Thanks for watching.